Hey beautifuls, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. I wanted to do a video based on how to and how not to do makeup. I have been seeing a lot of TikToks of girls telling other girls how they should do their eyeliner, how they shouldn't do their eyeliner, how to apply eyelashes, how you shouldn't be wearing your eyelashes. So I want to come on here and say that to me, there's no right and wrong way to do makeup. You're doing your makeup to express yourself. So I don't think that anybody should be telling another girl to do this. You shouldn't wear your makeup like this. I think that's not the point of makeup. The point of makeup is to express yourself, or a lot of people have other reasons to why they're wearing makeup. So today's video is going to be inspired how you can perfect your makeup, how you can fix it, or if you just want to get better at doing something. I'm going to be teaching you guys my tricks on how I do my eyeliner, how I apply my eyelashes the way that I want. But I don't want you guys to think that you guys have to change any of your routine on your day-to-day basis, because you should not change your routine at all. It is completely your skin, it's your beauty. You should do it the way that you want to do it. So don't let none of these girls tell you how you should and how you should not wear your eyeliner, how you should and should not blend that foundation. Yes, you should blend it properly so it looks natural and it doesn't look like you have one shade right here and a different on your neck. I do agree with that, but nobody should be telling you how you should wear your makeup. To get started, I already did my eyebrows off camera. Don't mind my bruise. I fell down the stairs a few days ago and it's just there. It doesn't hurt, but let's just ignore it. The main palettes that we are going to be using for today's look, I want to do kind of like a raspberry theme look. We're going to be using the 39L Hit the Lights palette by Morphe. We are also going to be using, of course, the Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 X Morphe palette as well. The first thing that I always start with before I do any of my makeup is I like to wash my face because I have extremely oily skin. So I already went ahead and I washed with my daily cleanser and I exfoliated. I will be doing a updated skincare routine soon. Keep an eye out for that. Once I have my skin clean and dirt and oil free, I like to moisturize, which I did a few minutes ago when I finished my brows. Then after that, I will do my brows. I do my brows before I do anything, but for my brows I use the Anastasia Dip Brow. I don't know if you guys can see it, and I am the shade Soft Brown, and I also use the Morphe brow pencil, and this one is in the shade Java. So these are my two favorite brow products to use for my brows. Before I start on my eyes, I like to prime them. What I use to prime my eyelids is I like to use any light concealer. Once you use like a light concealer, it's gonna really help bring out the colors of the shade. I use different concealers for primer. I have found that eyeshadow primer does not work best for me. It doesn't hold my eyeshadow as long as a concealer does. So the concealer I'm going to be using to prime my eyelids is the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. And I just like to put 2 splashes. And what I use is I use Real Technique beauty blenders, and I'm just gonna blend that. Your eyes are gonna look a little crazy, but that's okay, because after that I like to take a tan shade from any palette that you're going to be using just to really hold down the concealer. Because what I've found with me is, since I do have really oily skin, if I don't set the concealer with like a tan eyeshadow, the eyeshadow that I start applying will get really tacky. It won't be as easy to blend. I'm not sure if other people have that issue or if it's just me. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm taking Certified in the Jaclyn Volume 2 palette, and I'm just packing it where I put the concealer. Now that we have our eyes primed, we can go ahead and start getting into our eyeshadow. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Therapy Sesh and Stay True, which are these 2 shades in the Volume 2 palette, and I'm going to blend those together. And how I'm going to do that is I'm going to use a Morphe M456 brush. And I just want to say before I start is When you're blending more than 3 colors on your lids, you really want to make sure that you're doing colors that are going to blend really easily together and complement each other very well. So for this one, it's going to be like all maroon kind of berry theme, so they're going to blend very nice together. But if you can't get a color to blend, always take a lighter shade of the color and just keep going in circular motions, and you'll end up getting the color blended. That's what I found to help me when I struggle with blending a purple. I'll just take a lighter purple, I'll just keep blending it where I like it. And again, it's all about what you like. So don't let anyone tell you that your eyeshadow is messed up, because as long as you like it, that's what matters. And let's go ahead and place it. So this one's gonna go into my inner corner, so I'm gonna get in close. And what I find that really helps me is I will keep packing on color until I have the color that I really want. And I do circular motions, and I hold the end of the brush very lightly, and I just do circular motions. And I always bring my eyeshadow right above my natural crease, because my natural crease is right here. I always bring it up a little bit more just in case if we do a cut crease. And that way, because I have hooded eyes, so you can, if I was to stop at my crease, you wouldn't be able to see the color. So that's why you always want to bring it up just a little bit so people can really see the color that you're putting on your eyes. Okay, so I have the color that I want, and what I'm going to do for this video is I'm going to walk you guys through this eye, and then I'll do this eye off camera so we can save some time. I want to use clean brushes on every shade. That's my technique on it. So this one, I'm going to be taking the Morphe M433 brush, and this is going to be for my middle color. These two right here. Because I do want a nice pink, but I don't want a dark pink. And I'm going to go ahead and just apply it in the middle where I want it. And while I'm doing this, what I'm doing is I start blending in the edges, because I don't want no harsh edges. So I just start blending them together now. And once I keep adding more product, I just keep trying to blend. So I think I'm going to stop there, but I'm going to add more color to make it a little bit brighter. And for the last color, I'm going to be using a maroon color, which now that I think about it, we will probably not need this palette because this one has all of the colors. So the next color, the last color that we're going to do in the outer corner is I'm going to use Oh Hello and Next. So these, the colors that I'm going to be using is Oh Hello and Next. You're just going to keep going until you see the color combination that you want. You can always go back and make the pink lighter, you can make it brighter, you can make the purple brighter. I'm actually really loving the concept, the color scheme that I'm getting right now. So I'm going to go ahead and just keep blending and adding more color. That way I get the shade I want. And also for this shade, I'm using the M433 brush. So my eyes look extremely crazy, but once you have your eyeshadow done, you're going to take a flat brush like this one. I think the name for it is an M4110 brush. This one's dirty, so I'm not going to use this one. But you're going to take this, you're going to take concealer, foundation, whatever you want. You're going to place it right here, and I use like 2 dots, and you're going to cut the line of your eyeshadow, and this is going to be your guiding tool when you do your eyeliner. So what I like to do, let me get close for you guys. So what I like to do is just wherever I'm going to want my eyeliner to go, you're going to do it like that. That's literally it. I'm going to do it on the other side. And you kind of want to make the same cut so they are even, because you don't want one going sideways and then one going up. Getting into eyeliner, I usually use this eyeliner. I was using it, I don't know how you pronounce it, but then the tip got bendy and it just doesn't work as good anymore. So I went ahead and I purchased a new eyeliner, and this one is the L'Oreal Flash Cat Eye. So what I like to do is, since I cut my eyeshadow, I'm gonna follow the eyeshadow. I'm gonna start with I start from my outer eye like this, and then you're gonna go ahead, you're not gonna start at the exact top of the eyeliner, you're gonna go a little bit under it. And then you're just gonna drag it like that, and then I start working my way out. As I'm filling in the eyeliner, I do like to make the wing bigger, so I'm gonna go ahead and just fill in really quick. And that's pretty much it. And then you're just gonna go ahead and do it in the inner corner. You're literally outlining your eye, your top of your eye. So I just finished my eyeliner on both sides, but now we're gonna go ahead and do the white liner. And what I have in mind is I want to follow the black liner on the bottom, and then I'm gonna take it up and over my lid. For this part, you're gonna need a very defined pencil. This one is from Morphe, and this one is the M25/1 brush. And I got this when I got the James Charles brush bundle. This paint is water activated, so I'm gonna go ahead and just dip my brush into paint. So I went ahead and I did the white liner. I went ahead and I curled my lashes and I added mascara. Now we're gonna go ahead and move on to lashes, and I'm taking my Lily lashes and I'm using Duo Lash Glue, and this is the clear one. I'm gonna apply my lashes, and the way that I do it is I get really close to my lash line. So what I'm gonna do is I place them in the middle, and then I place the outer one and then the inner one. And you want to make sure when you're applying your lashes to make sure you're covering the inner corner of your eye and the outer corner to where your lashes aren't hanging off on the outer side, and it makes your eyes look slanted, and it will make your eyes look a lot smaller than what they actually are. Moving on, we're gonna go ahead and take the e.l.f. matte putty primer, and we're gonna prime our face. And I mainly focus on my T-zone. That's mainly where I get greasy and I want my foundation to really stick. So now we're going to be getting into foundation. I use the L'Oreal Infallible Up to 24-Hour Fresh Wear, and this is what it is. And I am the shade 405. So I'm going to go ahead and take my beauty blender. So the way that I apply my foundation is I put a pump onto my beauty blender, and then I dab it all over the face. And then I'll bring it down to my neck area just to blend it so it matches. I know that's what a lot of people hate about some girls, is some girls don't know how to get their foundation matched and they don't blend it into their neck. I just went and finished my foundation, and now I'm going to go ahead and conceal, and I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape, and I am the shade Fair. And the way that I apply my foundation is I don't like to rub it. I like to apply it along the nose and then do little dabbing like that. I don't like too much, but I do like to get rid of my dark circles under my eyes. And then I'll do a little bit on my forehead, my nose, a little button, and then just whatever's left on my chin. And you're just gonna blend that right in. Since I just concealed and I blended it all out, I'm gonna go ahead and bake. And this is a big thing with girls posting that girls shouldn't be baking, is because of flashback, but you need to find a baking powder that won't give you flashback. And if you guys don't know what flashback is, I think it's called flashback, but it's when you take a picture of your makeup with a flash or a camera and it just looks white. I found that this one doesn't do it, and this is the, I think it's Ciate London, and this is just the translucent powder, but it is white. But this does not give you the I don't know what it's called. I think it's flashback. And how I bake is I take the Real Techniques, the fiber one, the one that just looks fuzzy. I press it onto the blender, beauty blender, and then I just apply it where I concealed, like that. And I bake before I put my bronzer on, before I put my blush and everything else, because I really want to make sure that I bake for a little while. You're only supposed to bake for a few minutes. So now I'm going to go ahead and bronze. I do not contour, I just only use bronzer. And today I'm going to be using the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I'm going to go ahead and use a Press and Set Bronzer by Complex and Culture. That's the brush name. It just looks like that. I start from the top of my ear right here. So this is where I put my bronzer. And then I'll take the rest, put it on my jawline. And just for a tip for when you're bronzing and you're using it, make sure you know, because I didn't know this at first, but with bronzer, when you apply it, you will see it, but it won't give you that contouring look to where your jawlines are really snatched. If you want that snatch look, then you should definitely use contour, but for me, I like something kind of natural, and that's why I use bronzer. Since I did my bronzer, I'm going to go ahead and take the rest of the baking powder that's on my beauty blender, and I'm going to just add it to the bottom of where I contoured to give it that contouring effect. I'm going to go ahead and remove the baking powder, and I'm just taking a Real Techniques brush, and it's just a little fluffy one, and I'm going to just wipe it away. Lastly, the last thing that we need to do is highlight and lips. So for highlighter, I'm going to be using the Morphe X Bretman Rock Bathe in Paradise palette. I'm going to be using the Morphe M501 brush, and I think the main color that I've been using out of this palette is the middle one, and it's Vacation. But I think today I'm going to be using the rosy color one, and that one is the shade Shiho? I think that's how you say it. So I'm going to just dip into that and apply. And then on the nose, I like to do it above the lip. Lastly, I'm going to go ahead and do like a nudish lip, because I feel like it will go really good with this look. And I'm going to use the Kylie Cosmetics Kylie Jenner Matte Liquid Lipstick, and this is in the shade Malibu. And I'm also using the Kylie lip pencil in the shade Sweater Weather. So I'm going to go ahead and line my lips. With lining your lips, I know there's this technique to where you overline the top, but when you get to the crease, you want to follow your natural crease. And when you get to the bottom, apply the lip liner underneath right here, and then again follow your natural line. And that's what I do, because I like to make my bottom lip a little bit bigger. We're just going to set it all in place, and I'm using the Morphe Mattifying Continuous Setting Mist. We're going to spray that all over the face. So this is my finishing look. I really love how it turned out. It looks so beautiful. I feel like this is such a cute look for summer, and I just love how easily the colors blended together. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys enjoyed some of the tips that I have that work for me. If you do end up trying these out, please let me know if they do work. I know some will work for some of you, some may not work. So please make sure to give it a big thumbs up if you guys enjoyed this video, and go ahead and subscribe down below if you guys want to see more videos from me. And also make sure to turn on that bell notification so you guys get notified every time I upload. Bye, beautifuls!